to use this controller. My presentation is about a legacy from Beijing Olympic Games. Although 2008 Beijing Olympic Games was closed 7 years ago, the rich heritage and heritage legacy in substances and in mind lived in China. We built 11 new venues for the Olympic Games in Beijing, such as National Stadium, National Aquatic Center. We can see 4 of them. About 1/3 of the new building was contracted in the university at that time. And those gymnasiums applied for the PE education, PE course, and sport activity of college students nowadays. Bird Nest, for example, was a competition venue for athletes and football in Olympic of 2008, and that was site of IAAF World Championship of this year. Besides holding the sport match, the mass sports activities, for example, ice snow carnival held in the last winter season, were carried out. Now, the Bird Nest is one of the national fitness places. Beijing Summer Olympics leave us not only such venue, but also Olympic spirit, which affect Chinese more and more. During preparations of Olympics, the Chinese Olympic Committee made many efforts to let more people be aware of and feel Olympic movement by the chance of holding the Games. Mr. Liu Peng, the president of COC, put forward mass sport go with Olympics in National Conference of Director of Provincial Administration of Sports before the Games. On the conference before the Beijing Olympic Games, Mr. Feng, the vice president of COC, introduced achievement and how to develop the mass sports in the future. One of the services provided by COC is guidance to mass sports. For instance, the social sports introduction coached the radio, gymnasium, Tai Chi Chuan. World champions and famous athletes show and coach in sports skill. Yao Ming, for example, the basketballer, teaching the play basketball skill. And Kong Minghui and Wu Jingyu, and this gentleman, the swimmer, is the first man in China across the English Channel who teaching the swimming. Many people take part in mass sports with DIY or freestyle. We usually in China can see the running, Tai Chi, shoot cock, square dancing, cycling, and so on. Marathon, another example, is welcomed more and more in China. Beijing Marathon, the first international marathon race accredited by IAAF in China, started in 1981. At that time, the runner of marathon was only the professional athletes. Since the Beijing Olympics, the competition of marathon or related races had increased quickly year by year. That is 10 matches of marathon or related races in 2011 and 99 in 2013 and so on. A number of runners in marathon or related races increased from 100,000 to 1 million in this year. Most of the partners are amateur. We know it is important for one to cultivate habit doing exercise and learn sports in childhood. Now, in primary school and middle school, the student had a regular course of PE or 1 hour doing exercise every day. Football in school program was launched to extend the number of schools specialized in developing football to 5,000. Until last year, the sport club of youth increased to over 6,000, providing new platform for youth to do exercise and learn sport skill. It is worth to say last year, Nanjing Youth Olympics. Nanjing Youth Olympic is not only a sporting event, but also cultural and education experience, which integrates sports with culture and education. During the game, a series of colorful cultural education activity in international style with Chinese elements were organized to attract youth athletes. Mr. Liu Jingming, Deputy Mayor of Beijing, an amateur cycler, often took part in cycling with citizens. Mr. Feng Jianzhong, Vice President of COC and actives of the National Fitness Program, was playing ping pong in the investigation work in the Hunan province. According to statistics by the end of last year, a number of people who often take part in sports reached 33% percentage of population, plus 5.7% compared to the before. The Olympic venue was being using in the mass sports. Through the Beijing Olympics, the Olympic movement had profound influence of Chinese people. We can see more citizens were willing to participate in sporting, which was a part of their life, forming the health lifestyle. That is, as well as we know, the sentences declined in the Olympic chapter. The activities of Olympic Games is regular and universe. In China, we have the system of morning personal physics, named the National Physics Monitoring, which including the measured height, body weight, etc. At first, we measured test T and obtained data of every parameter. Each parameter data detected, for example, the pulmonary corresponds with its score. We accumulate the score of each parameter. We can get the total score of test T, which corresponded to not good, good, very good, and excellent. According to the result of this system, last year, about 89% of China residents have reached to or over the good level, 0.5% higher than that of before. When we analyzing the data of this result, we can find some parameter improved. The important reason that the national physics improve lies in the government to pay more attention to. The opening celebrate day of Beijing Olympics is named the National Fitness Day since August 8, 2009. The regulation of national fitness was provided by the Chinese government August 19, 2009, 3 brings by governments, that is, in most provinces of China, national fitness program is incorporated into the plan of local economic and social development, into the annual budget, and into the work report of government since 2009. By the end of last year, the amount of physical fitness tests to residents averaged in more than 80,000 in each province. The number of social sport instructors qualified was over 1 million totally, and 120,000 obtained occupied certification. And lots of scientific research projects funded by Ministry of Science and Technology and National Scientific Funding Committee in China. From 2011 to 2014, the sport value and facilities substantially increased. National Fitness Center increased over 3,000. Sports park increased to over 2,000. The Fitness Plaza increased to over 24,000. Community sports field increased to over 9,000. The outdoor campus increased to over 800. The outdoor fitness equipment increased more than 1.69 million. By the end of this year, we can expect that there will be the National Fitness Center in over 50% of the city and the country. The above data let us know a lot of sport venue and facilities were built nationwide according to the people's requirements. More and more residents understood the Olympic movement, taking part in the sport themselves, and consequently, Beijing bid for Winter Olympic Games in 2022 wins the support of most Chinese people, which accounts for over 90%. The successful bid of Beijing Winter Olympic Games may attract more than 3,000 million residents to join the ice snow sports, which will spread in field of national fitness. For example, the northeast of China is a base for ice snow sports all the time, and now it's spreading to the south, such as Nanjing and Shanghai. The Winter Olympics will bolster the development of ice snow economy, which should be a new and potential legacy of China. National fitness, one national strategy of China, has become a significant force in promoting unity among ethnic groups and social harmoniousness. It has also become an emergent driving force of upgrading of economic transition in China. We can conclude one sentence. We can conclude that the Olympic movement have profound influence on Chinese people because of successful holding the Beijing Summer Olympics and the Nanjing Youth Olympics. More and more residents to participate in the sport, forming the health lifestyle. Meanwhile, some result of monitoring national physics have improved in China. Lots of sports venue and facility was nationwide built according to the residents' requirement. The national fitness one of the nation's strategies of China, has become an important force to promote the unity among the ethnic group, the social harmonious and economic development in China. Thank you very much.